Hey everyone, it's Jason, and welcome to the Scooby-Doo Playmobil video part 3. So if you are checking out this one beforehand, part 1 we went over the main Mystery Inc. crew with the two different sets of the Mystery Machine with Freddy, Velma, and Daphne, and then the first little expansion like Shaggy, Scooby, and a ghost. Ghost. And then we also went over the mystery pack, which had 12 more ghost villain characters, that you could uncover. Video 2, we went over a couple of the double, triple character packs. Usually Scooby, either one or the other Mystery Inc. and one ghost. So then this is the third one. We're going to go over 3 other packs. We have another double pack here with Scooby, Shaggy, and a bunch of food, which definitely makes sense for those guys. You love the fact that there's some haunted decor stuff we can definitely use for some of the other sets, as well as just the fact there's more food. Then we'll go over one of the costume packs and one of the big sets. Alright, so this one we're going to hop in. We're going to look at it. Let's see my camera down a little bit here, angle it. I messed up. Alright, so this is kind of a neat little set. It's just a little dinner set for our characters. They get some different stuff. So if you haven't checked it out before, we do have a new Scooby. So he does have a different face, and then the other one is kind of I don't know if these are tired eyes or supposed to be hungry eyes. I guess you have a face maybe he's, he's drooling or he's tired. I can't really tell. I love that he has the little chef hat. This is a little fun little thing they did with these characters. He gets these rubber inserts that can go into different hats. So that Scoob can wear all the different sorts of hats. Now they don't really fit him as form-fitting around his head as they could, but it's neat that they even included it. They didn't have to. I get a little chair for him to sit on or somebody else to sit on. We have a little trolley car here that actually rolls. There's some sausage links down there. Gotten those in some other sets. We have a slab of meat. Now, this is also kind of interesting just as a Scooby-Doo fact to point out, because they have all this meat. So the earlier shows Scooby-Doo ate meat, whatever. Then after the original series ended, before they want to come back and do a movie or something like that, and Casey Kasem, who does the voice of Shaggy actually, had become a vegan sometime after he stopped the initial series before he came back, either for a subsequent series or a movie. I don't remember which it was. He became a vegan. He refused to come back to voice Shaggy unless Shaggy became vegan as well. So that's why if you probably notice in newer stuff, and again, I can't confirm or deny this. I haven't watched every episode of every different season and video and everything. They have so much. But I think they shied away from him eating meat. Then they might show him eating a burger or something here or there, maybe a hot dog, but you could argue, oh, that's a vegan burger or a vegan hot dog. But I don't think you'd see him eating this anymore, a full, rib on bones meal. Just a little trivia there, I guess. The other thing, we got another Shaggy. Now, I would have liked if Shaggy had a different costume or outfit or something. Because so far, if you watch the other video, we had different Fred or scuba gear. We had Velma in underwater gear. You get characters in these other sets. They give them a little bit different outfits to help them stand out. I get we're going to get a ton of Scoobies, but it would kind of neat if just had a little bit different thing. Something, but, maybe a night helmet or something. But I do love the little goblets with the drinks. The only downside is once you put the liquid in there, it's now in there. I don't know how on earth you get that back out. So I did debate on not filling one of the glasses, so I had an empty glass. But I said, nah, whatever. But we get a purple donut. Purple sprinkle donut, even. Yeah, he can sit back down in that chair, or I can sit him on this chair. Either way. We get this fancy dining table. Scoot this over. You got a candelabra. We have a dog bowl dish there. We have a couple of hot dogs. It's kind of neat with the hot dogs, as you can actually put these in Scoob's mouth. I think his mouth will close enough to hold them, so you can kind of have him eating something like that. You can't hold a full object that needs to be held, but you can do some stuff. We'll set them down. We do get a plain donut. It has nothing on it. And then we have a green and sprinkle donut. Let's see if I can get a little bit better view on that. Whoops. So, yeah, out of all the sets, we have a bunch of different donuts. Then we have a dinner plate with the cloche, I believe is what it's called. So you can pop this off. And we have some canned dog food. So, canned Scooby sets. This is actually interesting because here they kind of show it like you'll make sure that it's canned dog food. Any other time I've always saw it like in the cartoons. I believe they always came in like maybe I'm not sure on how they did in the original. And I know I'm thinking a pup named Scooby-Doo, where I always came in like a box, so it was like doggy treats, like biscuits essentially. Even the base for like, or not the base, but the main set. Here we got Daphne here. It comes in a little sack. So it seems like maybe like a little treat or something. So it's interesting that they have canned versions. And this is also kind of neat because it actually closes, so it actually stays on there. Then the last thing, of course, is we have a pizza, because what would Scoob and Shag be without having pizza once in a while? What's neat is this actually pops open, a little hand piece there, and we have a pizza inside. Now you can always empty this out. There's our pizza. You put the slices of pizza we get from the other stuff. You could drop some donuts in here. You know, a little storage case, kind of neat. That's definitely cool. So a lot of different food and different accessories there. Just a nice little addition if you're trying to do stuff. Again, like if you want to have like a scene set up here and there. Now, this might work well with the the night set or the Dracula assassin set if you're trying to make that, you know, kind of theme thing. It's not gonna work so much with like the beach set. But you can use some of the different foods and stuff. Like you have a pizza at the beach or some of the hot dogs. But yeah, that's definitely cool. Alright, then the next one we want to show off is one of the single packs. So I did kind of show off in some of the other videos. You can get these where they'll have mystery pack to it, add some more ghost bad guys, some alt versions of the mystery, as well as all these different versions of Scooby, which are really cool. You can get a Dracula one, which will go with the Dracula set. Fireman, police officer. We have a armored one or a samurai. We can go with our samurai characters. We have a samurai ghost and samurai Freddy. Plus, I had Scoob here on a with like life jacket and stuff, which can really go with like the beach theme we had. And then we have the Aviator one, which is the one we have in this video. So let's look at our Aviator one. So there's our Aviator. Now you can see he has a really worried face, which is kind of cool. Let me take the helmet off. He's on the Amelia Earhart Aviator helmet. He's got that worried face. So he's got two different faces between this set so far. Got him holding one of the bones. And then he's got this jetpack on, which is kind of a pain to get on. Look at that cord twisted. But that's his rubber bands that kind of have to attach. So you just pop them off here if you want to take that off. I would imagine you could strap this to any character, which is also a neat idea. Like, it's not just a Scooby-Doo thing. You could give it to Shaggy or Freddy or put it on a Ghost character. Ghost may or may not work because some of them have fat or have tapes and stuff. The wings also turn. Not really sure the exact purpose of that. But still definitely neat. And I love... This is how he came in the box. I didn't change it. He came with his tail between his legs. So you can, like, you'll rotate that up. But it's probably just not in the way of the fire. But I just imagine because he's so scared. His tail is between his legs. And then you can pop up the little plastic thing for someone else to wear the helmet. And then he did come with the little base for him to stand on. So that's kind of neat. Like, backpack, anyone can use. Extra bone accessory, extra hat. A Scooby had at least a different face. Although I think, again, they only made so many versions of those faces. So if you buy every set, you're going to have a bunch of the same ones. Yeah, so it's kind of looking like here. It's like we got the eyes to the left. We have a scared one, and we have, like, the hungry one. But they might have little other differences in them. I don't think they had... any other details in these booklets we need to go look at. Other than this just showing off some of the other ones. You just does show off some of the other sets that came out later on, too, which didn't show in the second video. Because now we have a Western set that's coming out, which will go with our Mystery Pack Western character, who's right there, because he was in the... he's in Mystery Pack 2, which is showing in this booklet. So there's our cowboy. So now he's available in a set. So every Mystery Pack character is available at least in one set. And there's our witch character. She's available in there as well. The only one I didn't see so far is the werewolf. So if we look at this, I don't see the werewolf on there, or the pirate, or the samurai. So maybe not all of them, but they might have more of their release since this came out. We also did some other different hats that we didn't show off in one of the other ones, because we also added the cowboy hat and the witch's hat, which go with the other sets there. So definitely some fun stuff there. There's the original Series 1 stuff. Cool. Alright, so then we have one more big set we're going to go through, so I have to move this stuff out of the way, so one sec. Alright, for the final set of this video is the Egyptian or Pharoh set, which is a really neat one. This is a bigger set. I got a lot of cool stuff, a little playset. So the only previous playset I've shown off, I guess, is sort of the Mystery Machine. Otherwise, it's always just been little tiny things. But this has 4 different new figures, a couple extra surprises in there. So let's go ahead and just take a look. So this is really neat. So it's, I show you off some different stuff here. So we have some interesting little, like, symbols on it, like the Scooby-Doos on the side, kind of like holding Scooby snacks, potentially. Different hieroglyphs and stuff. So that's really cool. We have some neat stuff. So we have 2 different ghosts here, or villain characters. We have Prince Omar here, so he just rawr. He's got all these little rubber sandals on. It's a really neat little thing. He's got holding a spear. His stuff comes off. His helmet comes off. Of course, we'll look at that in a second. And then we have the ghost of Cleopatra, who has a map or a scroll of some kind. Again, some more bracelets and stuff. Now, unfortunately, because she has a full dress, her body doesn't bend, so she can't do that. We do have a carrying thing. So the idea is the characters can hold this and carry it, so they kind of show in the picture that you can have them carrying Scoob, because he's the royalty. So he gets a little Pharoh hat there. Again, always has that little rubber piece in there, so you can take that off. He's got a slab of meat. As well as he has this Eye of Osiris. The Eye of Osiris is a we got eye, I believe. Now, it might be Osiris. It might be the same thing. But it's kind of neat, because it plays a little, so actually, technically turn it that way, which would be the correct way. Yeah, it's a little extra bonus thing on here, so we'll look at that in just a sec. We have a stand. We have a thing of French fries. It's awesome. We've had a bunch of hot dogs and hamburgers. We know French fries. We also get a thing of ice cream, which is really cool. Some more sausage links. We get a second spear, so if you want to have guys have 2 spears. Alright, then if we're going to just drop this stuff off here for a sec. So we can flip this around. So you can go through here. And then we have these little flame pots that can get moved around. And some pillars. And then we have some eye symbols, which match Scoob's symbol. So now I don't like that they're turned sideways. I think correct hieroglyphically, they should be the other direction. They should be this direction, not sideways. But that's how they printed them. But what you do is you can push these as buttons, and it pops open the other side. So let's do that. We're going to flip this around. This is our beginning secret. So now if I reach around to this side, and I push that button in, we open up the door. Which then, Who's in our door? It's Shaggy was hiding in there. Obviously, you can have the mummy guys hide in there. Now, there's only so much room. This is flat across the top, so they probably can't fit in with their hats. It's like Cleopatra would fit just barely. But King Omar, kind of a tight squeeze in there. She might have to take off his hat or his shoes. One of the other. To get him to fit all the way in there. Then the other side pops open as well. So that's kind of a neat little fun gimmick. And then we get Shaggy here. So we got a different version of Shaggy, which is cool. He's still bent. So I don't know why they did. He has like a skirt on. He bends. Why they didn't make Cleopatra that way, I don't know. I'm not really sure the whole point of why they did it that way. And you might say, oh, it's a boy character versus a girl character. The girls don't have this special type of waist like this, except King Omar here has, whoops, because he has a skirt on, he has the same bend waist as the other female characters do. So that's not even a correct aesthetic there either. I popped the skirt off. Here, get rid of this. Drop your spear. You're in my way. Alright, we'll snap that back together. There we go. No big deal. Yeah, so he comes with a little Pharoh helmet. Now, you could always, this is what's neat. So I think it's the first time I've had two hats in the same thing. I could pop this little black piece out. I got my camera higher than I thought, so I'm probably not even showing off half the stuff I'm talking about. You pop this piece out of that Pharoh helmet, and you could stick it into this one. And now, Scoob could wear that hat instead. And you could give this hat to Shaggy. Or you could take off this guy's hat and do the same thing. Has the same idea. And then this is his regular face. If you want to do that, I bet you that'll work. That should work. It shouldn't be any smaller, should it? We'll find out, right? Okay, so this is a little bit tighter. I think you kind of squeeze it in there, but I think this is a little bit bigger. This is meant to go directly on the head, I think, versus something like this, which is meant to go over a hair piece. So there might just be that little bit of a difference between those two. Alright, then the last one we got, which is kind of interesting, we have Cleopatra's secret identity. So who is Cleopatra really? Pop off her hairpiece. Oh, her crown came off. And it's Velma. Velma was secretly Cleopatra all along. So it's kind of a neat other little twist there. You have her as a separate, different ghost character. Now, if we actually look through the book here, we have, of course, our little thing. We have one for the ghost. We have Ghost of Cleopatra. It's Velma Dinkley in disguise. Now, unfortunately, they didn't give us one for King Omar, though. I would have loved if they gave a little descriptions for all the characters. That would have definitely been cool. But we didn't get that. Alright, so that's what we have there. So we have a bunch of new pieces. So even if you, again, don't really want maybe... I was using the Egyptian thing. We got some new food pieces, if nothing else. We got some new characters. You know, snap off the bracelets or the skirts or the little chest pieces here, the hats. You can mix all that stuff up. I love the little hidden compartments. Now, they have the flames up here, way up on the top. Like, that's how they put them. I misinterpreted where they had them. Yeah, definitely a neat thing. A lot of stickers on here, though. Just a heads up for that. Alright, so that's what we have for our Scooby-Doo set. If you guys enjoyed these videos, if you've managed to watch through all three of them, definitely let me know in the comments. If I buy more, I'll keep going. Or if you'd like to see other toy figure, action figure unboxings, I have a ton of classic toys I would love to go through and show off. Let me know what you guys think. Or if you'd like to see other Lego sets and stuff, I know my Lego Mario ones are popular. But I do them because they're interactive. I did this because it's a thematic. I don't know if someone really wants to watch me. The only other sets I have a lot of are Pokemon. I always do something with them if people are interested. Let me guys know. See you guys later. Bye.